Man, what a horrible situation. I hate for this to be my first video of the year. I had some other things lined up. I've been gone for a little while, but yeah, we back at it. And yeah, shitty way to start the year, man. Prayers up to that young man, Damar Hamlin. If you don't know, Damar Hamlin of the Buffalo Bills suffered an injury. Not sure if it was head injury or not from the looks of the video. Sorry about all the noise, I'm driving. Throw my seatbelt on. But from the looks of the video, it didn't look like it was a head injury because he was going to make the tackle on T. Higgins of the Bengals, and he turned to the side. And so, turn to the side, land on your side, it could potentially, your head could hit the ground, neck could probably snap a certain way. But, as far as head banging straight on the ground, I think the shoulder is going to absorb most of the impact upon falling. But, I'm no doctor, and hell, I'm not there. Freak injuries, freak accidents happen all the time. What it's looking like it could possibly be, and I've seen a couple doctors speak on this on Twitter. Looks like, and from the video, video evidence, possibly could support this, but it looks like the impact in the chest from the when T. Higgins lowered into him, and basically trying to fight for that extra yard, and rammed right into his chest. It possibly could have stopped his heart. Of course, like I said, it's if you don't know, Hamlin was on the field, man, for about over 10 minutes, not breathing on his own. They administered CPR, wasn't getting any response, and he was transported to the local hospital. I knew it was bad as soon as they said they've been trying to administer CPR for the past two commercial breaks. As soon as they said that, I was like, yeah, this is something different. I don't know if this has ever happened, if a player has, and I'm not saying, I'm praying for the best, that we get a favorable outcome. But has any player ever died on the field? Or I'm not sure. And going off from what you hear from the announcers and from the conversation that was taking place on ESPN, they haven't encountered that, at least on the NFL level, either. Now, I do know locally back home there was a player that died when I was younger, playing Pop Warner football, but it was a straight up helmet-to-helmet collision. And yeah, that scarred me. Pretty much the reason why, I didn't want really much to do, as far as I didn't want much to do with playing football because of that situation right there. It was, very, very scarring, so to say. But, it's just one of those things, man. It's something that parents, players, it's something that should always, you should know that it's a possibility. Don't let it, overtake you or anything, because it'll affect your performance, especially if you're trying to perform at a high level. But it's always a possibility. Now, it's a very rare possibility because, it's just something that just doesn't happen, but it's always a possibility. So, parents signing their children up for football, just know that, this is a possible, small possibility, but this could be an outcome. And I expect this to have a residual effect, no matter what the outcome is on this. Like I said, I'm praying for a favorable, his health improves. Now, they did say there was a report saying that his vitals have gone back to normal, but he's currently on a breathing tube. I've seen some conflicting reports. Guy with a blue check and a couple other guys saying that they heard on the broadcast that he's breathing on his own, but I haven't seen anything that's confirmed that, especially not from a close source. So, you take everything with a grain of salt. But yeah, it's just part of, it's part of the game. The NFL's gone through so many links, especially, trying to clean up their image and everything that happened with the concussion protocols. And, they hid that information for years. So they had, they had the lawsuits and had to pay out a lot of money. And so they've been trying to clean that up, man, for, probably the last 15 years or so. They've been trying to clean up their reputation, not just reputation, but clean up the game itself for the player safety, because we've seen, all the collisions and everything, the effect that it's had on the brain. You saw with, Junior Seau, Dave Duerson, Aaron Hernandez. I mean, the list goes on. Guys dealing with CTE. And not saying this is a CTE issue or anything like that, but it's just, they've gone through extreme lengths to make the game safer without, turning it into flag football. So, that discussion's going to take place, but, I just don't know how much more you can really change. You just keep doing what you need to do, take the proper safety precautions, the penalties and stuff like that to keep the players as safe as you can. But, freak accidents still happen. And stuff like this is still bound to happen, especially when you're playing such a physical game. So it's just something I want all parents to just consider this when you're putting your child in football, any contact sport, anything that's, that's so physical like this. Understand that, they're not at an age, they're young, so they really not in a position to where they can make the best decisions for themselves. So that's where you come into play. And you're going to have to, of course you don't want to hinder them and you want them to chase their dreams and stuff like that. But, you're going to have to monitor these things and, understand the risks that come with this. So, man, prayers up for Damar, Hamlin. And, man, bad situation, man. Bad situation. Also, I saw the stuff that's going on Twitter with Skip Bayless. They're going to be on his head for a while for this. Skip, the tweet that he made he made it clear, because there was tweets that he had made prior to it, and he made it clear that it was, for some people, he made it clear that it was, football wasn't important at the moment, but it was still a weird tweet, and people are going to take that stuff out of context, especially when it's worded the way that he worded. Like, it's just, all the discussion about the regular season implications and stuff like that, even if you were just asking a question, it's just, you should anticipate backlash. It's not saying that you can't do it and can't ask those questions. You can do whatever the hell you want to do. Some of us, we're not going to lose sleep over that shit. But, other people, they get, especially you live in a sensitive age, man. Everybody's going at him right now. I've seen Kendrick Perkins going at him, Dez Bryant. Everybody's calling for his job. It's just... a lot of emotions running high right now. Also, man, for the Republicans, this is a lot of Republicans. I believe that mainly the accounts I've seen that been reporting this, and they've been trying to link this to the jab. Hey, you can do that. You can ask questions. There has been stuff that's been leaked to the jab. There's, I've talked about this, been talking about this since 2020, but y'all problem is y'all link it to every single thing to the point to where It's like, damn, can't nobody die normally? You know what I'm saying? Like, people die, and I'm not even applying death or anything to this young man. But, people can't get hurt in other ways and stuff like that. It's just, you got to rule out a lot of stuff before you even arrive to that point. And let's not be so fast to just jump to these crazy fucking conclusions. Is there stuff? Is it stuff that's going on around the world? Is it legitimacy to it? Yes, but applying it to this, come on. At least, man, use the video that you have to, don't just automatically default to that. You see clearly that he gets hit in the chest, man, and getting hit in your chest, that should be a known thing. You hit anybody in the chest at full speed, shit, man, it can make their heart stop. It can definitely make their heart stop. So just don't jump automatically to that. And of course, people getting pissed off about that, as they, it's just a lot of emotions running right now, a lot of different opinions, a lot of speculation. Let's just, man, keep the young man in your prayers, and let's just pray that, he pulls through this, man. And just wondering what kind of effect, this is going to have on the players, man. They see this, not just for the Bills or the Bengals, but just, going throughout the league, man. They go and they play this game, man. They play at a high level every week, man. But, just never know. This has a strong effect on, on their psyche, especially when they see something like this. And they have families at home, children. His family, Hamlin, he has family that's watching this, having the witnesses. I'm not sure if he has children or anything like that, but he has loved ones who are seeing this, and just imagine what they're going through, what's running through their minds right now. So keep your prayers up. Other than that, man, happy, hate to say it under these circumstances, but happy 2023. And we got more stuff coming out, man. We're going to be checking within the following days. We got more content that's going to be posted, man. And yeah, we're going to get it cracking this year, man. But it's the grit culture, and we'll keep you updated. Peace.